You could be surrounded by 100 people and still feel completely alone. But put you in a room with just 2 or 3 people you truly trust, and suddenly, everything feels right. If that's you, keep watching. Because what psychology reveals about people like you is not what most people expect. Most assume a small circle means something is broken, that you're guarded, or just bad at people. But the truth is almost the opposite. Your brain isn't wired to go wide, it's wired to go deep. Researcher Robin Dunbar discovered the human mind can only maintain about 5 genuinely close relationships at once, not 55. And people who keep small circles understand this instinctively, without ever reading a single study. They aren't pushing people away. They're protecting something more valuable than popularity: their energy, their time, and their emotional truth. Here's the deeper psychology most people never talk about. People with small circles carry a rare trait, a high sensitivity to inauthenticity. They feel the exhaustion of surface-level conversation almost physically. The "we should catch up soon" that both people know will never happen. The small talk that somehow leaves you lonelier than before it started. So they quietly withdraw. Not out of fear, not out of arrogance, but because they have a deep need for real connection. Conversations that go somewhere. Relationships that carry actual weight. Psychologists call this a need for relational depth. And it is one of the most emotionally intelligent traits a person can have, even though the world rarely frames it that way. Now here's what might genuinely surprise you. People who keep small circles are often the most fiercely loyal humans you will ever meet, because trust doesn't come easily to them. The trust they do give is nearly unconditional. They remember what you said months ago. They show up without being asked. They tell you hard truths because they respect you too much to offer you comfortable lies. The people inside that small circle experience a quality of friendship that most people, with their hundreds of contacts, never actually find. That's not a flaw. That's a rare and extraordinary kind of love. You probably recognize yourself in the smaller details too. You let calls go to voicemail, not to be rude, but because you want to be fully present when you do talk. You feel quiet relief when plans cancel, even ones you were looking forward to. You have specific memories with specific people that still live vividly in your mind years later. Because depth leaves permanent marks, you feel most like yourself in slow, honest, one-on-one conversations, not in group chats, not in crowded rooms full of noise and performance, and in a world obsessed with being seen by as many people as possible. That quiet preference is actually wisdom. So here's the question worth sitting with. How many people in your life know the real version of you? Not the edited version, not the one that says, "I'm fine." The version that shows up when everything feels like too much. If that number is small, don't panic. Pay attention to it instead. The world rewards visibility, big networks, loud personalities, the appearance of being surrounded. But there's a different kind of richness, quieter, realer, that lives inside the relationships you chose carefully and refuse to water down. People with small circles aren't building walls. They're building something that lasts. And if you'd rather be truly known by a few than vaguely liked by many, that isn't something to fix. That is something to understand about yourself. The right people won't make you feel like too much. They'll make you feel like you are worth waiting for. Look at your circle right now. Do they know what they mean to you? maybe today is the day to tell them,